How to complete a mail merge. Here we will be doing an email merge, but you can also use this process to print letters, labels, and envelopes. This method is great for customizing a message for each recipient. It will then be sent individually, and it is quicker than composing one email per member. To begin, you want to have open a Word document, and this can be completed, or you can edit it as you go. An Excel spreadsheet. This may be the member roster for you or your own spreadsheet database if you have that. And also your Outlook. If you don't have Outlook as your email program, you may have to search the internet for other ways to do an email merge. But here we'll be using Outlook. Before you get started, make sure your Excel spreadsheet is the way you want it. You'll have to close this in a little bit, so make sure that everything is lined up correctly. Here I have clearly defined headers, which will come in handy later. And also, I think I want to rename the bottom part so it also is easier within the mail merge. So label this Chapter 1. I right-click there, so I could edit the text, and I push Enter to confirm it. And I like everything here. I have some information I'll want to add to the Word document. I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. And most importantly, the emails are listed here correctly. So I have everything I want. I'm actually going to close this. I want to remember where you saved it, very important. Save. And now I'm going to go into my Word document. I have most of what I want here, but I'm going to edit it in a little bit. So to begin, I go to the Mailings tab, go to Start Mail Merge. I'm going to go ahead and click Email Messages. And here the format changes a little bit, so you'll see more what it looks like in the final product. Again, I'm going to click the Start Mail Merge, go down the Step-by-Step Mail Merge Wizard. Maybe this looks a little intimidating, but it helps so much in the process. Okay, you see at the bottom, so step 1 of 6. It walks you right through. At the beginning, just read the text. It'll take you through each step pretty intuitively. Select document type. Like I said, I want to send blast emails, so I'm going to click the radio button, Email Messages. Click Next at the bottom. How do I want to set up my email messages? I want to use the current document. So that one will stay the way it is. Step 2 of 6, and then we go to 3. And I want to use an existing list, and this is the Excel spreadsheet I just closed. So to connect the two, we are going to go to Browse. This will take me to my computer. I remembered where I saved it, so I'm going to go right there. And this will be different on your computer wherever you decide to save it, whether it's in my documents or somewhere else. And it is under How-Tos. And here it is, Test Spreadsheet. Connect that. It popped up, it's supposed to. If you remember, we just changed the tab name to make it a little easier. Automatically, Excel will have Sheet 1, Sheet 2, Sheet 3, but I renamed it Roster 1, so that is definitely the one I want. And here it shows mail merge recipients. I want all of the people on my list. And if you want to take off somebody, you can just click the check marks. So you can exclude one or a few people. And here I also like to do a duplicate check for membership rosters. There are no duplicates on this list, so that's good. And I click OK, and they are now connected. While the Word document is connected to the Excel spreadsheet, the spreadsheet cannot be opened separately. So remember that if you have to edit the spreadsheet, you will have to close the Word document first. So next step. Here is where you can customize. I'm going to go to the 2 lines so that the individual will see their name. And these are my column headers. If you noticed earlier, we have the first name, the company name, the email, which will come in handy later, and a random number just for this purpose. So I want to let them see their name when they first opened the email. I double-clicked that, and it went into where my cursor was. So right now it says first with a couple carets, and that will change on the next step of this wizard. Again, let's close it. If I want to edit anything, I'm running a test document. I'll enter that random number just to show you. Go back into more items, and I'll do that number. So close that. You can experiment with any of these links. Nothing is going to break the computer, so feel free to play around with it in your free time. All right, so step 4 is complete. We're going to go to step 5, and you'll notice in the body of this Word document that it shows what it will look like to the recipient. So once we go back over to the wizard, you can actually click the arrows. Kim would be the first recipient, Laura the second, and you can view these. And if I wanted to, I can exclude any of these people. So if you need to go through it separately after you've already connected the spreadsheet, this is how you would take someone off if they already got the message or if it's not relevant to them but they were on the list. This is the way to correct that before you send it. Step 5, we're almost done. Step 6. Okay, the email is exactly how I want it to look. And we are going to, if you see at the bottom, there are no more arrows pointing to the right, which means you can only go backwards. And I'd like to point that out really quickly. You can go back to any of these steps if you aren't happy with how it is or if you feel like anything needs to be changed. And finally, we'll pick electronic mail, which is the only option at that point. In this 2-line, you'll see the column headers again. So first name, company, email, and number, and we can't send it to anything but the email. It wouldn't go through. You may have your own roster that has one of 2 email addresses, a home email address and a work email. So that would be chosen from your end if you have a separate spreadsheet. So I chose email. Subject line, I want it to say, we'll just keep going with the thing, test mail merge. Mail format is, there are a few different options here. Attachment is when the email, so the body of this, so to Kim, good morning, etc., would actually show up in an attachment. So it wouldn't show up exactly in the body of the email right away, but they would have to open an attachment to see it. Plain text would be really no formatting. It would just be really simple. And HTML includes any bold, color, italics, any formatting that you want. So I always keep it at HTML just to keep it easy. And here, send records, I usually pick all, because that's who I'm sending it to. You can also do only the current record if you need to resend it to someone or they said they didn't get it, so you can send it from here instead of creating a separate email, copying, pasting, and you can go back into this process and easily do this. Or you can do a from and to, and this would be corresponding with your Excel spreadsheet row numbers. So I'm going to pick all for now. And this is the magic button. If you push OK, they're sent. You see, I just had the hourglass icon. And I'm going to go to my Outlook just to make sure that they were sent. And there it is, test mail merge. So I'm happy the process is complete. My recipients received what they were supposed to. And if you have any questions about the process, feel free to view this again or contact us at headquarters.